Welcome back to the Midnight Hour. You're here with a man named Jack and my girlfriend, Strawberry Herpes. It's another episode of My Girlfriend Tries to Play Slay the Spire.
I wanted to do Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII is a game that you already know very well. So you're going to do the standard mode.
Okay.
So there are... Oh, that's right, the fourth character came out. You're going to do the first character? Because in the normal role of the... Actually, wait, no, I take it back. We're going to... Back... We're gonna give you your own profile. Enter a name.
Okay.
On the keyboard.
I don't know what name. Let's go with.
Watermelon. What? That's we're gonna have to censor that out. No, watermelon. You can be watermelon.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to edit just to censor that out.
What?
Fine.
I don't think YouTube cares.
I mean, I guess I'm not ad revenuing any of this,
Yeah.
but I at some point want my mom to watch this because she's
Okay.
Just because she's very far away and she misses me, and it would be fun if I could convince her to watch some of these videos, but
Not this one. Well,
not this one.
You said my name was Strawberry Herpes.
Fuck, you right. We're adults here, so you're gonna play standard, and you start with just that first character. And I had you make a new profile because a new profile starts out with a slimmed down deck that does not have some of the more unusual
And this is a
cards.
card game?
Yes.
Oh god, I hate card games.
It's not a card game like any you've played, I promise.
Alright.
Select a starting room. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. Once you are out, end your turn. At the start of your turn, new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished.
I hate cards so
Play
much.
defensive cards to block when enemies are about to attack you. Block reduces Okay, well I guess you don't need to know that. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If an enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to gain some block. You are ready.
Okay, so I go first?
Yes.
Okay.
You play, and then the monsters perform their attacks, and then the round resets.
I have no idea what to do.
Okay, well, what are the enemies going to do? There's two of them.
Aggressive, blah blah blah. And then there's this guy. Well, I mean, I can't, like, be aggressive with defense, can I?
No, but
So-
the enemy's going to attack you, so you need to block it. So block it.
You.
Okay, you have 5 block.
Okay.
And-
And
yes.
turn. Okay.
Enter. Then when the enemy attacks for 5 damage, you take no damage. You blocked it.
Cool.
But the enemy in the back has gained some strength. You got a bunch of swords now.
Okay.
None of those are defensive. They are all the same card. So the enemy has block now. One of them. He blocked that. No, you still have energy left. Alright. You killed it, and so he couldn't attack you, so you take no damage.
Okay. I feel like I'm not saying enough. This isn't going to be a very entertaining video.
That's fine. I'll carry the conversation. If there are no cards in your draw, your discard pile is shuffled into the draw pile. You will not run out of cards.
I think I just played Uno with Barbara.
Barbara.
Okay.
So you've got that bash card, 2 strikes, and 2 defense. That's okay. I mean, there didn't have to be commentary over every second of the video.
I mean, I don't know if I feel like that makes for a very entertaining video.
I don't give a fuck if it makes for an entertaining video. It's the kind of video I want to make. Well, don't skip rewards. You like rewards.
Okay.
Look, money! Click on it.
Money.
You got money.
And I can add a card to my deck?
You can.
Sure. Anger.
Deal 6 damage, add a copy of this card to your discard pile. But it costs 0.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that one.
Oh, you didn't look at the others? But
Yes,
okay.
I did.
You did?
Yes.
What were they?
There was the one that dealt the 12 damage, and then the other one before that. I don't remember the name of the cards.
Okay.
You never asked me to remember names.
Well.
Okay, proceed.
Okay. So now that you've picked a starting room, you're stuck on that left path.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is this crazy bird woman?
Bird up! That bird's up. Bird's all the way up.
You.
Well, before you play that,
Mm-hmm.
is the enemy going to attack you?
No, hold on. Go away. Shoot. Shoot. Stop it. This enemy intends to use a buff.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
It means he's not going to attack, he's going to improve his own stats.
Okay.
So if he's not going to attack, you don't need to block.
Okay. Well, that's lame. You. Die.
Stab.
Die.
Also, this game is a roguelike, and as such it is random, but from what I know of the game, it looks like none of this run has been random so far. It looks like this first run has been set up in a very specific way to present you with a number of scenarios.
Ah, the game knows I'm a dweeb. Alright.
Well, no. The game developers put effort into pre-organizing what the first run will be.
Mm-hmm.
Either that, or you've just gotten really lucky with your first run in how it organizes. Here's the thing. Is the enemy going to attack you?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
How hard is he going to hit you?
The thing with the 60.
Okay, 6 damage.
Okay.
How much will one of those one of those defend cards, how much will it block?
5.
Okay, that's most of it. Do you want to play one?
Right now, or don't I still have the turn left?
So, all block from all characters is removed at the start of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can block now and still block the enemy's attack when he attacks at the end of the round.
Okay. You.
So that's 1. So if he attacks, you will take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
But
But if I use 2, I'll take no damage.
yes, but
But
before you click that, I want to have you look at this in the top left corner. This is your passive ability, your starting relic. At the end of combat, you heal 6 health.
Mm-hmm.
So if you heal 6 health every fight, does it matter if you take 1 damage right now?
I suppose not.
Well, there you go. Then you can stab this bird.
Alright.
That's that card you pick, Anger.
Mm-hmm. I want to see what it does. Kill.
So now look at your discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
And down there.
Okay.
So you played 1 Anger, but now there's 2 copies of it in your discard pile.
Alright.
So next time you shuffle your deck, there will be 2 copies of it in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
If you continue to play Anger every single time it comes up, you can get to a point where Anger is basically the only thing in your deck. That's not terrible, but it's not good. But that's too complicated. You can go ahead and return back to your turn.
Getting Chain of Memories flashbacks.
This game is much better than Chain of Memories, don't worry. Also, I'm going to move the microphone a bit closer to me.
Okay.
It's between us, because I have no idea how my voice has been with it way over there. Let's move it closer. You don't want to stab yourself, that's goofy.
Yeah, stop distracting me. Oh my goodness.
What if I distract you?
No.
Okay,
I
I'll
thought
stop.
you wanted your mom to watch
I'll
these
stop.
games.
My mom can watch these. I've done nothing. I'm innocent.
You groped me.
No, I didn't. There's no proof. There's no camera.
Oh my god, you sound just like a therapist.
I shouldn't make this joke, but I'm going to. If you can fantasize about blowing me while I'm playing games with my friends, I can grope you while we're recording.
I mean, but have I actually blown you while you played with your friends?
Yes!
No, I haven't. No. I ate your ass. That doesn't count as...
Forgive me. You're right. You ate my ass while I was gaming with a friend. That's totally different from a blowjob. Oh, man. I need to put, like, a disclaimer. Like, do not let kids watch this video, please.
That should just be the title of the video.
Yeah. But you've outed yourself as eating ass, so...
I'm fine with that.
So, I want you to look at that enemy and the buffs he has.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything he has that he didn't have last turn?
I want to say the feather thingy?
He had the feather thingy. He didn't have the sword beneath him.
Sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hover over him and give him a read.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Ritual. At the end of its turn, it gains 3 strength. And
Mhm.
strength increases attack damage by 3.
Okay, so do I need to put a blocky on me?
Yes, but he will hit harder every turn upwards towards infinity.
Okay.
There will very soon come a point where you are unable to block the damage he deals. And in that vein of thought, you need to kill him quickly.
Okay.
So you're out of energy,
Mm-hmm.
but, see how that anger card flashed?
Mm-hmm.
It's free. It costs 0 energy, so you can play it. Actually, I didn't know it did that. Hover over the end turn button again. The anger card flashes like, hey, don't end your turn. You can still play this.
Yeah, because I thought it cost 0 energy, right?
It does, and you have 0 energy. Ah, he's got 1 health.
Alright. End turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you hadn't played that block card, you could have killed him. But you're going to take 4 damage. But that's okay. You'll heal back to full health with the 6 healing. And he's got 1 health, so...
What do I want to do? I got strike or anger?
I mean, he's gonna die.
Well, because I don't want to overplay anger, right?
Well, anger will reset back down to 1 copy at the end of every fight. Like, any card temporarily added to your deck mid-fight will not go into your permanent deck. It resets. So, we've got some cards here. Sword Boomerang, deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. We've got Disarm, enemy loses 2 strength. Or, Shrug It Off, gain 8 block and draw 1 card. Now, question.
I want to do this one for the memes, for Sokka.
Oh man, I'm tempted to say do it for Sokka, but, well here, let me ask you a question. How much damage does an ordinary strike deal?
I don't know. I'm paying attention.
Do you want to look?
Sure.
You can look at your deck at any time by clicking up here.
Okay.
So an ordinary strike,
6 to 8.
6. Bash is a special attack, that's 8.
Okay.
So if an ordinary strike deals 6 damage,
Wait, what is this one?
that's anger.
Uh-huh.
You can scroll down on the mouse wheel.
Deal 6, okay.
Yeah. So an ordinary strike deals 6 damage. How much does an ordinary defend do?
Gains? 5?
5 block, right. So you have Bash and Anger as other offensive options, which are both better than Strike. Anger does 6 damage with a 0 cost. But you're still only using basic defense. So, and those will not do very well forever. So it is useful to get a more powerful block option. Or you could take Sword Boomerang for the memes, because it's what Sokka would have wanted.
Can I get Sokka later?
Yes.
Okay. Then I guess I'll go for you now, buddy.
You will get your pick between 3 random cards after every fight. Sword Boomerang is a common card. You will probably see it again.
Coming back for you later.
Alright.
Water Tribe.
So, new fight. First question, as always. Are they going to attack you?
Yes?
Not quite.
I'm not sure if the enemy intends to inflict a negative. I mean, that sounds like an attack.
They are not. They are going to disable you. They're
Uh-huh.
not going to damage you. And the important thing there is that if they're not going to damage you, you don't need to block.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 3 energy, 3 attack cards.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to play them?
I'll go with Bash.
Bash? We're playing Bash first?
Let's go with you first.
Okay.
And then...
And you see that effect Bash inflicted on him.
Mm-hmm.
The broken heart?
Mm-hmm.
What's that broken heart do?
He is vulnerable by 50%.
Okay. So would it make sense to attack him while he's vulnerable?
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see what those negative effects are. By end of your turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm just not used to players that don't look like Cloud.
He's got a sword. So you have frail and weakened.
Mm-hmm.
Gain less block and deal less damage. For 1 turn only.
Okay. So do I use Defend again, just in case?
Well, is the enemy going to attack you? There is no just in case. You know what the enemy will do.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 3 damage.
Yeah.
Block for 3 damage.
Go, you.
There you go. You are protected for this round and may spend the rest of your energy on offense.
Who do I want to attack?
Well,
I want to attack you.
maybe. But is the other one still vulnerable?
Yes.
He's vulnerable for 1 more turn.
But I wanna kill Screamface. Blobbity Booger.
You can attack however you want, but you'll deal more damage if you attack the one that's vulnerable.
I'm gonna go with you. Die.
Alright, he's dead. You block the 3 damage. Both of those debuffs expire. And it's a new turn.
Okay. I guess this one's a little more relaxing.
As I said, you're not going to get motion sickness. It's a nice, calm, slow, turn-based. You can think about it. It's one of my favorite games. One of the best roguelikes ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you've got some interesting choices here. So Headbutt. Deal 9 damage and put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. Now, if you have cards that you really like, say, for example, Anger or Shrug It Off, you can use Headbutt to fish them out of your discard pile to make sure that they're in your hand next turn. A valuable strategic option.
I feel like I'm gonna go with Cleave.
Just a flat area of effect, hit the entire field.
Mm-hmm.
A strong choice. A strong choice.
Because I think I'd rather get Headbutt later.
Okay, well, okay, never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, that was your first fork in the road, where you could have chosen the left or right path.
Mm-hmm.
You've already chosen the left path, so it's too late. But when you reach a fork in the road, it's sometimes useful to scroll up a little bit and see where those paths take you.
Okay.
But you're committed, and you're fighting this dude now.
Alright.
And again, this run, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about when I say this, but this run does not look random. And it's really fascinating to see that in a retrospect.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to attack for 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You could spend the extra defend and take no damage this turn, or you could spend that extra point to deal more damage.
Okay.
So you've got 1 energy left. What's your last card going to be? Okay. Take no damage. A defensive approach. I like it. It's what I would have done. I play this game very defensively.
I've seen you play this game like a billion times.
Yeah, I play this game more defensively than I should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's going to attack for 12 damage. And your defense will block 5 damage each.
You. You. And...
You cannot play Bash, it costs 2 energy.
Darn it. Oh, then you. Okay.
You'll take 2 damage to deal 6. Okay. A median play. Alright. Ooh, okay. You've got that Shrug It Off. 8 block. It's a lot for one card at this point. That will block all of his damage.
Well, is he still dealing 12? Oh, no, he's dealing 7. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So... You...
Anger's a free play. Always fun.
And then... No, I don't want that.
Well, here's the question. Cleave is meant to hit multiple enemies. What deals more damage? A strike or the cleave?
This one.
Correct.
But I just needed to make sure how much it costs. But
Think. Alright, you're out of energy. You have no 0 costs. But he's going to debuff you with this attack.
Come at me, bruh.
You're weakened. You'll deal a little bit less damage.
Fuck.
Here's the question. He's going to attack for 12. You could spend the 3 defense to take 0.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill him. It's almost gone.
Okay. Reckless. Alright.
Well, I don't want to exactly play like you. I don't want it to be too safe.
Well, the thing is,
Too
if
safe
you
is
had
boring.
if you had blocked all of his damage, you would have been able to kill him this turn anyways.
I mean, he's gonna die this turn no matter what.
He is, but you took more damage than you needed to. But that's fine. This is my girlfriend tries to play. You are not expected to be good at any of the games that I play.
I won! What are you talking about? I am good at this game. Fuck
You are.
you.
You are. But let me rephrase that. I do not expect you to walk up to any of these games and be a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming is a learning experience.
Oh, is this the only one I get?
This is a power card.
Mm-hmm.
Power cards are passive abilities that buff you for the rest of that fight.
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
Yeah.
Then click got it. So, your choice of 3 cards here.
Deal 7, shuffle. What's a dazed? This one. What's a dazed?
Dazed is this card here.
Okay.
It's unplayable, you can't play it, and it is ethereal.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, if it is in your hand, it will remove itself from the game.
Mm-hmm.
So what Dazed does is that it wastes one of your draws. If you draw 5 cards and one of those is a Dazed, you have drawn 4 useful cards, but that Daze will remove itself.
Mm-hmm.
So the allure of Reckless Charge is that it is a 0-cost card. It is a free attack, but instead of paying 1 energy now, you will pay 1 card draw later.
I don't know if I want that.
True Grit is another interesting card. You gain 7 block, but it randomly removes one of the cards in your hand for the rest of that fight.
I'm gonna go with this one for the means. I'm
Juggernaut.
a Juggernaut, bitch.
Did you look at what it did?
Yeah, something block.
Okay, well, when you see it in your hand, it might be useful to give it another look. Also, I do think we're going to have to cut this episode here. We're running a little bit long at 24 minutes. What do you think of the game so far?
It's okay. It's no Final Fantasy VII or Kingdom Hearts, but
It
can't all be that.
You're-
But it's good. It's fun. I'm kidding, Jake. I'm kidding.
Okay, I was about to be so fucking triggered. This
okay.
this is no joke one of my favorite games. I was
good.
like,
I like it. I like it.
insert triggered joke, but
Look, you nearly named Cloud Jack. okay? I am allowed to trigger
He's
you.
You always rename the protagonist to yourself. That's what
Look,
you do.
you could do that in any other Final Fantasy game. Do it to Squall, for all I care.
Who the fuck is Squall?
He's the main protagonist in Final Fantasy VIII, but you do not do that to Cloud fucking Strife.
Okay, no. Cloud is iconic. Alright, I get it. It'd be like renaming Link to, like, Poop Face. You just don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah.
Now you want to talk about Link.
Link. Link. What did you like?
You mean Zelda?
My curtain's calling. I need to go and torture my girlfriend. No, she's gonna deserve it. No. I'm going to.
No. I want to play the last round.
Okay. Well, this is not the last fight. Actually.
Well, you know what I mean.
Well, actually, you know what? You get to a campsite after this fight, and that'll make a good stopping point. Okay. So, we'll let this episode run long.
Well,
you
we
get
could
one
just
more
make
fight.
2 episodes.
I didn't make an episode break in the middle.
Okay.
One more fight.
All right.
So you got Big Chompy Boy over here.
Yes.
Sharp Doggo wants some smackers. A Jaw Worm and an Acid Slime medium.
Who do I want to kill first? That's the question.
Well, you've seen that Acid Slime before, and you know what he does. He's the one that inflicts the weakness on you. You have not seen the Jaw Worm before, but it looks like he wants to slap you for some hefty damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Darn it, I don't have any zeros.
No, you don't. What you do have is a potion.
Oh yeah, where's that?
It's up at the top bar right there.
Where?
To the right one, that's your money pouch.
It's...
Fear Potion.
Okay.
Applies 3 vulnerable, so they will take more damage for 3 turns.
So do I play it right now, or do you want to save it for later? That's the question, right? Or no?
I would say use it in this fight, but not in this turn.
Okay.
So the enemies are going to attack you for 11 and 7. That is 18 damage, and you probably want to play both of those defends to mitigate it.
Yeah.
Which means you have 1 energy left to play a strike to target the enemy of your choice.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Jake is a hoe. Okay.
Right.
Jake Paul is a hoe. How about that?
It is way too early in my YouTube career to start drama. But you right.
Let's start drama. You should be a drama channel.
Oh my god, no.
What's Keemstar's
No,
intro?
fuck, no. I am not going to model myself after the final boss of the internet. God.
That would be a great YouTube simulator if he were the actual final boss.
Man, have you not heard? I think who called him that? I think Leafy called him that at one point, back when Leafy was a channel that existed.
Oh, end turn.
Yeah, you're out of energy.
Okay.
Bonk.
Darn it.
So, you weren't able to block all of it. And that slime slimed you. Ooh. So there's that power card Juggernaut. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy.
Have I gained block? Does it count in this turn or no?
If you play it right now, then yes. Any block you gain after you play that card will count.
Okay.
Alright. So you've got 1 energy left. Anger's a free card. Always fun.
I'm gonna go with you. Or do I want to? Should I...
Generally speaking, it's a good idea to kill monsters 1 at a time, because if you kill a monster, it will stop attacking you.
Alright, I'll think of you like Squall and Yuffie. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
And then I have 1 thingy left.
I would advise that you play a defensive card, since that not that one.
Not that one? Oh, this one.
Yes,
this
gain
one.
8 block.
Okay.
And if you saw when you gained the block, it dealt 5 damage to the slime, because it's random. But hey, it's free damage.
You right.
So the fun thing is, that Juggernaut card is still in play. For the rest of the fight, anytime you gain block, you will deal damage to a random enemy. For that, let's take a look at that slime card.
Okay.
Slimer over there has been spitting slime at you, so that is a dead card. It does nothing, So, similar to that daze, when you draw that slime, it is a wasted draw. But it has that effect. For the cost of 1 energy, you can exhaust the card and remove it from your deck.
We'll see.
Okay. You've got Cleave. It'll be the first time you've used it to hit 2 targets. That's fun. Bang.
You.
Okay.
And please don't hurt me.
They won't. They weren't going to attack. He's going to buff himself, and he's going to lick you. And now you are weakened again.
My king. Okay.
Alright. So you are weakened for this turn, which means your attack cards deal less damage. Your Juggernaut power will still deal full damage when you gain block.
Where's Juggernaut? Oh.
It's on your power bar beneath your health bar.
Oh, okay.
If you move your mouse over there, it will give you a summary of your current effects. You have the Juggernaut permanent power, and you have the weakened effect for 1 turn. Start with the defensive option, which also deals damage. More anger. Okay. Anger is free. Give in to your anger. Yes. Okay. Looks like you don't like those slime cards. Me neither. Well, before you play that strike card, how much damage does it deal?
4.
How much damage will your Juggernaut power deal if you play the defend? Right click.
Okay. 5.
So if you play that defend, you will block all of the damage and also deal damage to the enemy.
Okay.
Alright. You have 13 block to 10 attack. You take 0 damage. And then your block is removed at the start of your turn. So, you've got some cards.
Yes.
You've got 2 defends, which is 10 block. The enemy is going to inflict 20 damage. You can play both of those defends and just try to chew through the turn, or you could try to get a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Before you do that,
Yes?
you've got that potion.
Yes.
That potion that makes people take more damage.
You right,
Now might be a good time for it.
bro?
Yes. So here's the question.
2 science. 2 science.
You want to kill one of them this turn. Which one of them is easier to kill?
This one looks easier because it has, 13 to 14.
But
But this one is 14 out of 32, and that's a lower percentage rate, right?
5 block. So the Jawworm would need 18 damage to kill him, because he'll block 5 of it. But the Slime only needs 14 damage to kill it, so you can kill him easier than the worm.
But he's harder, therefore I want to kill him sooner.
A valid point. A valid point.
So I'm gonna go with him.
Okay.
Alright?
So here's the question. What is the smallest number of attacks you can use to kill him and hopefully still have enough energy left to play a defend card?
Strike, strike, defend.
Will that kill him?
Let's see. 4 plus 4 is 8. So I don't think so.
Plus the vulnerable bonus?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
It won't kill him. But if you click the strike and hover over him, not click it.
It's too late.
Okay, well you see how it says 4 damage?
Yes.
When you hover over him, it does the math for you. It'll deal 6 damage.
And kill him.
So
Eventually.
you're going to take some damage this turn, but you play a defend card. Well, it's going to hurt.
I mean, I have more health than both of these losers, So I'm not worried, okay? Just because I have to go to the hospital wing, get some bones.
You're right. Alright, so neither enemy's going to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a good time to finish off that worm.
Okay, let's see.
Although,
What?
no, I shouldn't backseat game.
I'll kill you?
Or at least I shouldn't backseat game too much. I'm trying to not get into like the higher tier strategies just because that's not something you need to worry about yet.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't intern.
I mean, I feel like I don't really need any of these right now.
But what happens when you gain block?
I mean, they do damage, right? Is that what
Yes.
you said? Okay.
And since both of those enemies have less than 5 health, gaining 1 block kills one of them.
Okay.
There you go. Ba-la-la-la-la.
Okay.
Hey. Ah, give in to your rage. Give it. That's not anger, but it murdered. So okay.
I wanted to.
Ah, don't skip rewards. Get the
Okay.
money. Power potion. Another
Alright.
potion.
Add to your deck.
All right. So you got 3 options, each of which are good in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to break down the benefits of each of them, or would you like to choose?
I would like to choose.
Okay. They're all good for different reasons.
Mm-hmm. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. We'll go with this one.
Okay. Of the 3, I would say that Perfected Strike was the weaker of that set.
Okay, so do you want to end it here?
Not quite. At the campfire!
Okay.
Campfire is a good place to rest. You can rest, take a nap, and you'll heal 24 health, which is almost all of the damage that you've taken so far.
Alright.
Or you could smith and upgrade one of the cards in your deck to make it stronger. Say if you upgrade anger,
I think I will choose to rest.
you want the healing?
Yes.
Do you even want to look at what some of these upgrades do?
Not really.
No? You just want to play it safe and heal?
Yes. I took the offensive in the last 2 rounds, I just need to relax,
Okay. Well.
fuck some whores.
Well. Okay. No, I'm not gonna backseat game.
You act like you don't trust me, but I've been doing pretty well.
You have been doing pretty well. I'm thinking so much further ahead than you need to be thinking right now, and I don't want to tell you what to do because I feel like that would be toxic to the experience.
Oh, so did you want me to play this round too?
No.
Okay.
That I meant to have a stop at that campfire, but I'm stupid.
Okay.
So now we hear our curtain calling. Thank you for joining us. This episode's gone pretty long. Jenny, you like this game?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd play it again,
All right.
maybe.
So then I would like to continue this game until your first death or until you beat the first boss.
Right now.
Not right now.
Okay.
In the future. That's also why I gave you your own profile so you have your own save file so I can play without messing up your run.
Okay.
So
I really should have just gone for water tribe now. I can't stop thinking about the boomerang.
Watermelon.
Oh yes, watermelon tribe. That's a thing, right? I can bend water out of watermelon.
I can bend vodka into a watermelon.
Good job.
Have you never had a vodka watermelon? Oh man, so kids, here's how you get drunk. You take a watermelon,
I don't.
right? You cut like a 2-inch, maybe, not 1-inch circle in the top. You put in like a drill bit and you mulch the inside of the watermelon really good.
I don't like watermelon.
And then you pour in an entire fucking bottle of vodka. You jam a cork in that bitch and shake it. Shake it, slap that bitch in a cooler, get it ice cold, pop the cork out, pour out glasses, Watermelon vodka. You get wasted so fucking quickly. You will do things that you regret. Your friends will tell stories about how you went running naked across campus. It's a grand time. I'm advocating responsible drinking. Do not drink younger than... What's the drinking age? 21! We're gonna stop recording.
Okay.
See you at the,
See you at the cooler, my dude.
See you at the watermelon cooler, my dudes.